Good evening and welcome to another episode of Schnozzcast. Your host tonight, Bob, Cory, Nick, and Todd. Cory, how are you, sir?
Oh, hello.
Nick, how are you, sir?
I don't care for that. I'm doing well. How are you guys?
I figured you wouldn't. That's why I did it.
I hated that.
Todd, how are you, sir?
Simply marvelous. Simply marvelous.
That's a bit of an interesting take from Todd this week. I feel like he might have been brushing up on episodes of Family Affair.
That or Mary Poppins.
All right, gentlemen. Once again, back giving good content out to the internet. If you are new to the podcast, thank you for joining. If you're back, welcome back. If you want to listen back to previous episodes, there are quite a few of them, actually. You can find them out on the streaming services anywhere where you can get a podcast. You can also follow us out on social media on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok, all at Schnozzcast. You can email us with your requests for consultation with the hosts or relationship advice at Schnozzcast.
Come on, Candy Cane.
What's that?
I said, come on, Candy Cane. Candy Cane.
She's the day that she makes a triumphant return, we'll definitely herald it with trumpets on that day.
Will we?
Yes, we will.
All right.
And I'll put that in the mixer. Or you can call or text us anytime, day or night, at 618-SHOCKER.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Yeah. That was enthusiastic.
It's a new year.
Shocker, baby.
Yes, you can do that.
Baby.
Plus my beer's frozen and it keeps foaming over.
No one cares. Why is your beer frozen?
618-SHOCKER. Yep.
Todd, why is it frozen?
If I knew why, Nick, I wouldn't have grabbed it.
Okay,
Wait, hold on. But you grabbed a frozen beer?
Okay, well, so
On
where are
accident.
Where are you storing?
Did your hand not detect it was frozen?
Where are you storing your beer that it's freezing on accident?
In my refrigerator.
Well, I mean,
My office mini fridge got a little bit cold.
okay, well that makes sense because a mini fridge has a little tiny freezer at the top, and if you keep things too close to it, they freeze.
Did you put your beer in the freezer again, Todd?
I did not, but it keeps foaming over.
Okay, well keep doing it right next to the mic because it sounds great.
I was going to say,
You're welcome.
just like Michael Scott in The Office when he's eating the tiramisu and choking on it. He's oh, sorry, David, I'm eating tiramisu.
This is awesome.
And he takes another bite and he starts coughing again.
All right, gentlemen. So has anyone's first of all, I guess let me front load this question with a better question. Who here has made New Year's resolutions for 2024? Speak up.
I have,
nobody.
of course.
All right, Todd.
Yes, sir.
You've made resolutions for the new year. Apparently, you're the only
Indeed.
one. The rest of us are worthless sacks of shit. For your resolutions, have any of them fallen off the rails already? 6 days in, or are you still on track?
I'm on track, baby.
Okay. How many resolutions are we talking? Just round figures. 5, 10, 15?
Just one.
One resolution.
One.
Does that resolution have anything to do with remembering Mary's birthday?
Indirectly.
Okay. So that's a low-hanging fruit type of a resolution that really is on track until her birthday comes and you miss it.
Look at you trying to tear down my New Year's resolution.
I'm just trying to.
I'm not gonna let you bait me into it, Bob. I got one resolution, and I plan on keeping it.
I mean, as someone who always remembers birthdays, I will say that it's a very important thing. It's very important.
Very important.
Todd, if you
I found that out this year.
Oh, I told you guys on the call that day that doesn't help any.
Yeah, the call that the internet was on with us.
Well, I was going to pose a question to Todd, but
Oh, he knows.
so yeah, for those of you listening,
Wasn't that funny at the time?
Nick is a very, very big birthday guy. As a matter of fact, he's been known to take weeks off for his own birthday.
I legitimately thought it was an entire month.
It's come close. It's come close.
No.
And on my birthday, this past January 2nd, I woke up to a plethora of texts from all my friends.
By the way, happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you.
Frolica Geburtstag.
And There was one person missing from that list.
No, there wasn't.
Mr. Nicholas Bader.
Wait, you're telling me that between the hours of 12:01 a.m. and 11:59 at the end of that day, no text from Nick Bader?
Oh, he came in. He came in
He did.
at 11:45 p.m.
Clutch. Clutch.
Yep.
Like to keep them on their toes,
Went
Bob.
under the wire.
Like to keep them on their toes.
Look, it's not a contest. Who was first, who was last. As long as you get in under the wire, as long as you're on the day, you're good.
Dude, how great is it to cause just that little bit of doubt? Like, I thought we were close friends. And
It turned out.
and then
I forgot about you
right
all day.
there. Happy birthday, buddy. And I told him.
In all honesty, you left my mind after about 10 a.m. I was like,
After about 10 a.m.
I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm not going to hear from Nick.
Oh, so
wait, hold
his 11:45 p.m. Text was a surprise text where you're like, oh, all right, well, okay, I guess you made
hold
it.
on.
Yeah.
You woke up and I was on your mind? That's
Well,
so nice,
yeah,
buddy.
Until
That's
10.
that's so nice. Well,
When
that's
he
what
he thought about you till 10. He thinks about me from 10 to 12, and then he thinks about Todd from noon until 8 p.m.
Once I
he
saw
looks up at the clock, the friend clock. He looks up that just has
And
three colors.
moving to Bob.
Three
All right.
colors. Oh, we're in yellow now. That's Nick. Yeah.
Yeah, Todd's got like a whole 8-hour stretch.
Just looks at
A
it
whole
until
big chunk of calendar.
Ah, now
where Cory
it's
thinks
now it's
about it.
blue.
And I get
It's time for
the
Bob.
3-hour West Coast advantage.
Yes, and he gets exactly.
Oh,
the time
give
zone
me.
differential.
Come on. So I told him the reasoning behind it. So the reasoning behind
Wait, hold on. But why would you need to tell him the reasoning? You got in.
I don't, but he asked. So
Oh, he asked you. Okay.
well, there was some ball busting going on, and I'm like, whoa.
As
Hold
long,
on.
As long as you didn't volunteer that information.
No.
Unprompted.
No.
Okay, good.
And so I said, I know that my good friend Cory is not a daytime person. And so the prime time of your day is between the hours of 2100 and about 3 in the morning of the next day. So I knew that it would be well received at that time. Not when you're wiping sleep out of your eyes and taking off your Bluetooth headband that you've just listened to documentaries all night. That's not the time you want to receive a happy birthday. You want it when you're eating some crab legs that your mom dropped off at your house and wiping the fireball spittle off your lip.
Definitely not doing that. At
Out in the
11:40.
garage warming your little Cory
But
toes.
hold on, doesn't that mean that you had 3 whole hours at the very beginning of his birthday where you could have caught him in prime text receiving mode?
No, that's not prime. When he first wakes
No,
up.
you said until 3 in the morning, which means on his birthday, which starts at midnight. You
Yeah.
had 3 hours. That very first 3-hour block
Yeah.
of the 24 hours was in your prime.
But it was a work day for him, so I figured there's no way he's not going to be up that late. So I knew that didn't make any sense. Nor was I up that late either. So, because I also had to work at very early in the morning.
Okay.
So yeah, it was the honey spot. It was a sweet spot.
Oh, it backfired big time.
Oh no.
Oh, it did.
No, you said you forgot about it for most of the day.
Yeah, and then when I got at 11:45, I was like, oh,
A little smile came across your face.
not even close, buddy.
People, let me tell you about my best friend.
He's a warm boy, cuddly toy. That's all I know.
I don't know those
Oh,
parts.
boy.
I don't think those are the real lyrics.
I
Those
know.
are the real lyrics.
I
If
think-
they were by
I think
Bob
he's-
singing, I'm sure it was the real lyrics.
I think he's just making up cuddly boy lyrics.
I wasn't even alive during that song. But yeah, I wished him a very happy birthday, and via text it was well received. When I saw him, it was
Okay.
not. It was,
Oh, when you saw him, he said, "Oh, fuck,
it was
fuck
it
yourself."
was more of a. All
right.
He was like Schleprock.
Hey, Nick, what show's that from?
Flintstones or no. Yeah, Flintstones.
Well played.
I was
sir.
going to say,
Well
Yes.
if you didn't pick up on his response to that, he gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
No, I knew it
there.
was either the Flintstones or the Jetsons, but it was Rock was his last
Exactly.
name. So I'm like, okay.
Yep, well done.
2 and 2 is 4.
You are
it's
welcome.
5.5.
And to be fair,
If we only
Bob!
had a button for that.
I'm not the only guy saying
Damn
you
it.
press buttons to press buttons.
To be fair.
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 Now that he knows where it's at.
People are like,
To be fair.
I don't know why our ratings tanked. I don't really understand it. I don't really get it. We do all kinds of amazing things.
When your ratings are
Push the
low,
button.
you could do anything you want. Anything.
Well,
goes.
that has been a pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. No, I did say to Bob, I'm like, what bar are we going to? He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, birthdays. We don't weave baskets for each other and stuff like that for
Oh,
birthdays.
it's somebody's birthday?
But the one thing we do is
I'm still weaving.
we have bar nights. That's what we do. And we rarely get bar nights these days because we are so busy with work. And a lot of us work days.
Because we're goddamn professionals.
We're
that's why.
professionals, and we're doing a podcast. We're bringing you the content. That's why. We used to go to the bar.
What, you just doing amyl nitrate? What does that look over there?
I figured it was a good time when you said professionals to.
We used to go.
Somebody, internet, please clip that
I'm
shot.
I'm not on camera right now.
Oh fuck!
I'm smarter than that, buddy. Oh yes, go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. There was a rock slide
unavoidably
going on in the background.
detained. Yeah.
So, yeah, there was bar night. That's the end of the story. It's too much. I've lost my train of thought now.
We did it, Bob. We did it.
Jesus Christ.
Congratulations.
Threw him right off the track.
Isn't this podcast really at its core about like just trying to just dodge and weave, parry and thrust your way through all the bullshit to get to the point that you were originally trying to make?
I used to get shit for vaping next to my microphone because you would hear like
Yeah, but
hold on. You'd hear like
no.
And then we got Cory's gurgly stomach. We got Todd lapping up frozen beer and going through a fucking icicle cave, and fucking people screaming in the background during a story, and everyone's like, "That's fine. That's completely fine." That breath that you just took next to the mic, that's where we draw the line.
How much time do you think Nick spends just sort of compiling, like, okay, if I ever get called out on this, I'm going to throw this example in there, and this one, and this one, and then they're going to
start the grievance music,
then they'll
Bob.
see.
Yeah, exactly. Start the grievance music for him.
I could definitely do that.
And see, and what Nick doesn't realize either is that the only complaint we've ever had of people actually watching the show live
It was Nick's vape.
has been
Was it? Was it?
It's really
Yeah.
annoying.
Was it?
No one's ever said a word about
I gotta
anything
take
else.
your word for it. I don't monitor that, and
It's having.
It's all hearsay.
all right. Todd Dillon had a great point. Here we go.
Use kids in your complicated
God
shoes.
damn it!
The festival begins with the airing of grievances.
You know what? It just occurred to me. I need to string those two sounds together.
Daisy chain them.
I could do that. That's not a problem.
As a rain blows upon him, I realized there had to be another way. What happened to the dump? It was destroyed. And at the Festivus dinner, you gather your family around and tell them all the ways they have disappointed.
If any of you Hollywood bigwigs out there listen to this whole clip was put together with the mastery of Todd Dillon.
Word.
Aside from the copyright infringement, it's awesome.
Sure.
Hey, the music is original, baby.
It's all free and clear.
All right, Nick, I feel like you unofficially kicked that off.
Yeah.
Is there anything more that you want to say? Because
Not
I
right
don't
now,
know.
no.
Okay.
You know
You're
I don't.
just gonna jump in.
I'm not a dancing bear. You know that.
Sure. I wanted to make sure and give you the end.
I
if you
appreciate
wanted
that.
to. All right.
This
good.
is Todd so.
Todd Dillon. You know,
Yes, sir.
It's a new year with only one
Yes.
resolution.
Yes.
I'm thinking you probably don't have any grievances for today. Probably everything
Well, I
is
got a grievance.
going well.
Nope.
All is
Got a
right with the
grievance, baby.
world.
Got a
As they
grievance,
say.
baby. Got a grievance.
Okay. All right. I'm going to step back then.
All right. You ready?
Born ready.
This grievance is leveled squarely at the United States Postal Service, and specifically and explicitly whoever my mailman is.
That's right.
Mispronunciation charge. Got me again, damn it.
Specifically.
It's a new year and I already owe money. My beef
Todd, you owe me
is
$1.
with-
Put two in there
with my
because
mail
he,
carrier.
he was last week. We were gonna put one in for him.
What?
We were, and
Who's we?
because he was gonna zell me and I was gonna put $1, and that never happened.
That was
yeah.
between you and him. I'm covering.
Damn it, Bob!
You take care of last
Okay,
week.
listen. Put $1
Todd,
in.
you owe
I've
me
got
a-
$1 upstairs. I'll give you $1. Throw $1.
No, you come back with that $1.
I'm going to come down here and take your dollar later tonight. So,
Sorry, Todd.
And I want my dollar in there in Canadian pennies, please. Anyway,
Now you owe me $2.
my grievance is with my mail carrier. This has been an ongoing struggle, but on days when it rains here in the wintertime, which it rains a lot in the winter in the Washington area, please, when you pull up to the gate and I see you and I open the gate, walk in and put my package on my porch where it's covered. Don't just leave my package outside the gate with it wide open when you see that I opened it for you. And then not only that, leave it and not put it in a plastic bag so that when I get out there, it's already doused in rain and it's whatever I got was wet. Literally, my mail carrier for the last, 3 years, every time they come over to drop something off, they never ever put the boxes in a bag when it's raining. They leave them outside the gate, whether the gate's open or not, and then it gets rained on. Literally, we've had to send back multiple bark boxes for the dogs because they hide them outside the gate, and then they get rained on, and everything's soaked all the way through. So my grievance to start the new year, United States Postal Service, damn it, although I didn't mispronounce the word. I used the wrong word. It wasn't a mispronunciation.
I was going to say, Todd, it might be an expensive episode for you, buddy.
I know.
does that count?
No.
Saying no, it doesn't count.
To my mail carrier,
Servers
if you're
away.
listening, knock it the fudge off. And if you're not listening, any other mail carriers out there, tell your mail carrier buddies that when it's raining, please, or even if there's a chance of rain, put the package in a plastic bag if you aren't going to actually put it in a waterproof or in a covered space so that people's stuff doesn't get ruined for no good reason. That is my grievance to start the new year. My mail carrier sucks butts. That is all.
Should we? Hold on. We'll talk after this. Let me.
Wait, did you ask us all to hold on after the point that you tried to make?
Yeah, because I don't think I should share it right now.
Okay, all right. All right, fair enough. Todd, that's a scathing indictment of the Postal Service.
Yes.
And we hope
Our
they
boys in
respond.
blue.
We hope they respond. If
Yes.
anyone out there from the U.S. Postal Service is listening, you can call or text us anytime, day or night, at 618-SHOCKER.
Todd, have you ever thought about just leaving a note for your postal worker?
A note that would say what? Don't be a dumbass.
In a
Or-
thoughtful way.
Or
sure.
don't leave packages outside the gate, please, in the pouring rain.
I have to actually make that explicitly known. Does the mail carrier not get mail? I imagine they don't deliver their own mail.
I would
It
believe
feels
that
like
would
they
be a
should know
conflict
this.
of interest.
And not for nothing. The reason why this one kind of surfaced this week, because I've been going through this for forever, is literally I saw the truck pull up. I saw it at my gate, and I have my clicker here, so I click the clicker to open the electric gate. The gate opens. The person gets out of the truck, sees the gate opening, and instead of walking the package in the rain to my porch, he or she puts it out next to one of my wife's planters out in the rain. And again, I'm like, well, I got to believe that's in a plastic bag because it's pouring rain. But no. So I'm not leaving him a note. I'm blasting him on the airwaves.
I got it figured out. I got it figured out.
So you're of the old school here, Todd, that says that in dark, rain and sleet and dark of night, through snow and wind and rainy weather.
Neither rain nor sleet nor snow.
I was so very far away. That's where you live. You're of that era.
So
of
far, you
people.
just can't see.
Have I this whole time been quoting a Dire Straits song?
I feel yeah, exactly. So far away from me.
Hey, I know exactly what happened.
Bob's
here.
like, so far, you almost just can't
God
see.
damn it! I got nothing. Go ahead, Corey.
So very far away.
from
Bam,
me.
bam, bam. Corey, if you could put that
Will we
guitar in the
will-
background, that'd be
Will
awesome.
we be canceled with this on YouTube for singing the lyrics of the song?
that was
No.
the furthest thing from singing lyrics I've ever heard.
Oh,
in my entire
okay.
life.
So we're good. All right. Excellent.
If anything, we have 5 copyright strikes we can now use that they won't count against us due to what you just did.
Dude, you could easily
Sweet.
have someone tool on the guitar that background music and just play it while in the video.
Which one of us is going to do that tooling on the guitar?
Your son or firefighter John or whatever the fuck his name is.
He's going to do it now after listening to this episode.
Yeah. Yeah. It just takes a little bit of flattery like that.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah, he's an avid listener, I'm sure.
He's been listening since day one.
I always see him in the live.
So, yeah, Todd, here's what happened.
Yes,
buddy.
sir. Yes, sir.
And you know, everyone says that perception is reality. It's actually perspective.
What?
And you need to put yourself in that male person's perspective and put yourself in their shoes, if you will. As he's walking up to your mega mansion
Compound.
and clearly sees that you're watching him him or her on camera, and you are so kind to open the big pearly gates to your winding driveway. Not gonna lie, I would have been like, "Fuck this motherfucker too." I would have tossed your package right outside that gate and been like, "I'm going no further up there."
He's got a placard with a blue, red, and white golf cart that
Dear
says,
governmental
that
employee.
says, please use this golf cart when delivering mail on the compound.
That's only
Courtesy of the Dillon family.
That's only for USPS. UPS has their own golf cart.
Right.
FedEx has their own. Amazon has their own.
If you see a USPS worker in the brown golf cart, please call
555.
I'm sorry, man. That's exactly what happened. That everything ran through that postal worker's mind in that 1 second. Was like, this asshole. Just watch me.
I opened the gate.
Just watch me on camera out here in the pouring rain, going house to house.
He's like, I had to drive 2 miles from the fucking road to get to this fucking mailbox.
busting my ass day in day out, and he's just sitting on his ass in his big mansion.
Todd
I had to
Dillon,
be buzzed in.
Watching me
Todd
on
Dillon,
camera.
I have been on a number of sales calls with you and customer junkets. You're the guy who's going to make it right.
Yeah, exactly.
So why have you not put together a couple of tomahawk steaks and then wait for the mailman to arrive and then invite him inside,
male person,
and invite him or her inside
Misogyny
and
is shown.
attempt to ply him with your delicious
Him
cooking.
or her.
Or her.
Or them.
They,
Or them,
them,
they, with all of them,
them, their.
with your delicious cooking,
horrible.
and try to mend fences, build bridges, if you will.
Because honestly, Todd, the money is for nothing and the chicks are free.
God damn
I mean, really, honestly, those are words to live by. Bob Rankin, ladies and gentlemen. Bob
Todd,
Rankin.
you're in dire straits if you don't mend this relationship with
Oh.
the United States Postal Service.
You know what? And Bob makes a point, because I have found that usually when I go out to engage the postal worker that delivers mail around our neighborhood, they have a lot of spare time on their hands throughout the day.
Hey, fuck stick. Did you not see the shake I threw at you? That's not the back door. This is the fucking back door.
They usually have nothing better to do than
Cory!
come into a stranger's house.
But
And enjoy a
who
tomahawk
among
steak.
the USPS employee group would turn down an invitation to a mega mansion for a nice piping hot
Hey.
gourmet meal?
If anything, you know what's going to happen to those packages after Todd offers that? Todd's not even going to get packages anymore. They're just going to disappear.
Bob, what kind of asshole is this? This guy gives me 2 raw
Wait a
tomahawk steaks on my route that I'm not done with for another
Raw,
7.
hold on. No,
I
he
don't
prepared
have another
those steaks.
7
They're
hours.
raw
Why am I
now?
preparing? What?
He's going to
Wait a
eat
minute.
2 tomahawk steaks on his route.
Exactly.
Jesus.
No, this is for Todd and the male person to break bread and share.
Because they have all that time on their hands
A
to
steak.
sit down.
No.
Wait a minute. Wait
I'll
a
have someone
minute.
else deliver
Wait a
those.
minute.
Come on in and eat a tomahawk steak with the stranger. Come on in.
Why am I breaking bread with a stranger who
Because
can't
that's the
bother to
point.
put
They
my
shouldn't
packages
be
in
a stranger.
plastic?
They should not be a stranger. So you invite them into your home. You treat them to a nice
I
tomahawk
did. I opened the
steak,
gate. I clicked the button, Bob. I clicked the button.
but you treated them as the just the bare perimeter of the type of person that you want to know.
Todd, how'd you see they were at your gate?
In the camera.
My theory is proven, ladies and gentlemen. Theory proven. Thank you.
Wait a second. So you
Well
knew,
said.
so you saw him on camera delivering the package and that it was raining
So
and you decided
Or
I
her.
saw I saw them driving up the road, and then I said, "Hey, I'll be nice. I will open the gate."
Well, I would hope if you
open
want your
the gate.
package, that's not being nice. That's doing things required for delivery.
No,
Todd, okay.
Hold on a second. You guys are missing the key points to my beef. In that, if I'm not around and the gate doesn't open, then we're not around. That's no problem. Then put it behind my wife's planter, but put it in plastic still. The fact that they're not even taking any care to make sure that my package doesn't get wet.
What fucking world do you live in, buddy?
I'm gonna layer my beef. Do you know how many times
Are we
my
still talking about
neighbors
the
around
steaks?
the area
Yes.
packages get dropped off at my house, and the addresses aren't even close. Like,
Do they-
literally my mail carrier? I'm saying it, even though I'm trying my best to put only nice words out in the universe in 2024. Not gonna ruin my resolution.
And there's one.
But my mail
resolution.
carrier is not very good.
Okay, I mean, is there some sort of a USPS plastic holster that they have inside their little tiny baby truck that is stuffed to the brim with mail and packages? That they're like, hold on, let me run back and pull out this United States flag of plastic and put it around this bag here.
Todd.
Yeah, they have that because every now and again we do get them
I've never
from
seen
UPS and from FedEx. Maybe we just won't use the United States Postal Service anymore then.
Well, there you go. That's one.
Or
very-
maybe the spot that they keep dropping it off, you just put an awning over.
Dude, I'm not made of money.
No. Here's where you really.
Why am I
do it, Todd.
Now I'm building outbuildings for the mailman. I'm serving them steaks and building them outbuildings and breaking bread with them now. This seems cuckoo
You
damn
could have one
crazy.
of those. You could have one of those fire department drawers that they put the babies in, the abandoned children. Like you could just have one of those on the side of your house.
Oh
A
my
Dropbox?
gosh.
Yeah.
Todd.
That's been Mary's. I think that's what Mary's going to do. In fact, she just chimed in. I think she's making a Dropbox for these.
Tell
knuckleheads,
Mary to
but-
come on down and sit next to you on the microphone and tell us how it really, how it really goes. with
It seems to me like a strongly worded letter would get a blue United States Postal Service box on the compound itself that they could just deliver to the USPS box.
Or you could put it in
You know what I think I'll do?
tube system that goes right from the front gate all the way to the house.
I just had a great
Problem
idea.
solved.
You know what I'll do? I will actually write out a suggestion and drop it off at the post office.
Oh, they love that.
Yeah, they do.
That'll be read in a second, sir.
Yours will be framed and put on the wall in the post office, I'm sure.
You're going to drop off paperwork at a governmental building? Yeah, that'll be taken care of very quickly.
I'm so sorry, but my homeowners association forbids packages from sitting on the porch for more than 4 hours during the day. So I'm going to have to respectfully ask you to wrap it in plastic and bring it around to the back.
So, Todd, if you really truly want to live up to your New Year's resolution
Yes, sir.
and really make an imprint on this world,
Yes.
the next time it's raining out and you
Yes.
see that little USPS truck come piddling down the roadway,
Yes.
you put on your raincoat and you go out to that gate and you have Mary open it the second that postal worker comes up to the driveway, and you hand them a tip and you say thank you very much, and you take that package yourself, turn your happy little ass around, walk back into your house a man.
Or you
You know what my tip will be?
A
Don't eat
tomahawk
yellow
steak.
snow.
Or you
Don't
walk
eat
out,
yellow snow, bitch.
walk out in a 3-piece suit and a raincoat, black raincoat. Hold up a giant black umbrella like you're one of the Marines standing next to Marine One for the president. You say, "Sir, here you are. I'll take that from you. You don't have to walk up. Thank you so much. Have a blessed
Yeah,
day."
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, there you go.
Or lack
He's a
thereof.
government worker. Yeah, that's right. You thank him for
Or
his
lack
service.
thereof.
Here's your lukewarm tomahawk steak that you have no way of refrigerating.
Exactly.
Toss that in your mailbag.
It's not going to be prime, damn it. It's going to be choice.
I love how in none of these examples has Todd bothered to cook this steak. Somehow he's just giving him just a chunk of raw meat.
Mary just said in the chat, yes, we're going to resolve this problem with a box. Yes, a drop box.
No, pneumatic tubes. Everything
kind
should
of
be done
suction
through
that would
pneumatic
take?
tubes.
You know what kind of suction that would take to get the fucking extra large big green egg that he's ordered off the
Yes.
internet to suck through that fucking tube?
Dude, if you can afford a helicopter, that's a crazy pneumatic tube you can afford to put on your property.
All Todd's got to do is put his mouth on the other end and just give a. And I've heard Todd can suck.
All right,
ball through a
TT.
garden hose.
That wasn't very. Wow, that wasn't very nice.
He can't say much more. So you could. This is really the time for you to just hit right below the belt, Cory.
Nope. No,
Todd,
I know.
That's a compliment in my book, sir.
So hold on. Are part of your resolutions?
I hope the lifts aren't hurting your heels, Cory.
Are part of the
Well played, sir.
part of the resolutions. Does that include belittling a good friend about his height?
I didn't belittle anybody. I wished him well.
No, I'm just saying. I know, but I'm saying for future reference. Like, is this something that is off the fucking agenda for 2024?
Yeah, hey, Alika just makes a great point.
Yeah, I don't know why I put that on the fucking screen.
Don't the post person get paid to deliver mail to the address? Word to the mother.
Yeah, but if the
planter is
address
not the address.
if the address is at the end of a mile-long drive up to the property,
It's not a mile long. Come on now.
Oh,
Sorry,
Todd.
2 miles.
I have a
You
humble,
could just
I have
put
a
a-
humble abode.
put a really robust pneumatic tube right there at the
Oh my
gate.
God! Let it go. Let the tube system go.
Not everything is tube size that gets shipped to the
Everything
house.
should be tube
Can you
sized,
imagine?
Todd.
Can you imagine once condensation gets in that tube?
Rich people don't care about
It's
condensation.
a
They just put
vacuum, Bob.
Condensation can't survive in a vacuum.
No, that's true.
Good point.
I feel validated. It feels
That's a
like
Warren
our
Buffett
fan
quote
base
from
knows
2019.
that I've been wrong and that was a quality grievance.
Yeah, that was great.
All right. Well, moving from that, the only way we can go is to TT's TikToks.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
TT's TikToks.
Why is it so long?
I know. I get the long version of everything tonight. I love it.
Bob and I may have forgot to turn it off.
Even after we commented?
I can't hear anything you're saying. All right, TT. Don't say hang on because you had a lot of time to get ready
No, I think
with all your funny comments.
I think I actually prepped pretty well this episode.
Okay.
All right, so this first one I got here for you guys is a dodgeball match that's going on. And the caption on it is, "This is why we have male and female sports."
Seems misogynistic to me.
I mean, I guess we'll have to find out.
If Bob likes it. Ooh. Oh, she really hit that guy in the face, didn't she?
Dude, she's so
Can you play that again? Hold on. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't.
smoked her with that
Do they
ball.
typically go for the face?
I don't think
Exactly.
you're supposed
Headshots.
to.
I thought were.
Right. I mean, I'm no sports whiz.
If you want to win, you go for the face.
Yeah, but we're talking about
Really,
dodgeball.
it's the smallest thing. Why wouldn't you go for center mass?
Could have went for them itty bitty titties.
I'm glad you guys getting such a chuckle
Wow.
out of that.
We love
That's
TT's
a-
TikToks.
I know.
Todd, get a shot.
God, get yourself a shot while we're watching.
I'm ready, baby.
All right, so this next
Hey,
one,
you
real
gonna
quick
ask?
before we do our shot.
Todd's like,
In a minute, Todd.
I can't say things like titties anymore, so it's funny when people say it.
Exactly.
So this is a guy that's got a little bit of a homemade driving range set up in his backyard.
Oh, this can't be good.
And I mean, yeah, it's crudely set up, but it looks like it'll do the trick.
And it's got a good stance.
I'm a whack fuck here. Whack.
Oh,
Oh!
Dude.
Can I see that again, please?
Yes, you definitely can.
man.
Yeah, he's got a good stance, and
Whack.
So he
he
slices
picked his
it
head
right,
up.
right into the bone. He definitely did.
Did
Right.
he
Yeah, that
say
was
whack
hard
fuck,
enough.
or was that a
No.
voiceover?
It's
He
a-
may have to go to the hospital.
Oh, after that,
Yeah.
Dude.
That was a hard hit to
The
head.
skin is
I
split.
figured it's the
for sure.
person who filmed it. I think it was the person who filmed it who said the game of whack fuck.
All right.
no, that's from
Hold
an
on, I
old,
think
an old TikTok.
He may only have one more, Corey?
Yeah.
Or-
Well, no, let's do the shot because this last one's it's a little long.
Okay.
And these are little.
Todd Dillon, what are you
not
drinking
cold.
tonight?
I am again having Jack Daniel's Winter Jack Tennessee Spiced Apple Punch.
Excellent, sir. You want to know what we're drinking?
Fireball.
There you go.
Dun, 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 dun.
Please join us. Cheers. Happy New Year's, everybody.
Cheers.
Cilantro.
Cheers.
Steve Faust says, "Hail."
Hail to the victors, baby.
Winter
That's some
Wonderland.
good punch, baby.
Todd is drinking the Jack Daniel's Winter Spiced Whiskey.
Yeah, boy.
All right. So this last one I got for you. This is by no means funny.
Great lead in.
You're welcome.
That's awesome.
You're welcome.
This is
No.
supposed to be a
You
serious
guys are
segment.
going to want to pay attention to this one.
No, when I watched this, I was actually so impressed by it. I'm like, I have to show the guys this. This is something. It's truly original, and this guy is a fucking talent.
All right.
So it's a magician that's blindfolded that does sleight of hand tricks, and he has a little kind of story to go with it.
I got a see-through mask.
100. Don't ask me what the other 99 levels look like. I've not got a clue. This is a made-up scale with zero meaning. Now, I can't see a thing at the moment. This is purely based on touch. I'm relying exclusively on these gangly digits I call fingers. We don't need the two jokers at the moment. We'll leave them to one side. But notice, there's no video editing. There's no camera cuts. This is all a case of what you see is what you get. One man sat alone in his garage, blindfolded, filming himself play with his deck. And this is usually something done as a demonstration of skill by car technicians and casino cheats, but I'm doing it slightly differently. See, I'm doing it blindfolded, which is generally a skill considered in the gambling world as completely useless, but you know, I get to show off to random strangers online, and that fills that empty void inside of me with meaningless validation, so it means a lot. Now, we're going to use the last three jokers to find the last ace, which should be the ace of spades. And yes, I did say three jokers, two on the table, one with a blindfold on. Now, that's comedy. And if this works, well, it will have done, because I wouldn't have posted it online if it didn't. Then the two jokers have trapped one card. And with any luck, not that we need it, this is pure techers, the two jokers have trapped one card, and that is the ace of spades. Oh, and the entire deck is in order, numerically, and divided by suit. And I'm now going to cry myself to sleep. I'm so lonely.
The fuck?
Dude, I saw that. I'm like, how he pulled that off is absolutely beyond me. That's how this guy's not in Vegas is insane.
Yeah.
I'll show you the trick, Corey, when I get back to Michigan.
Todd, I would absolutely love that, buddy.
I'm going to be honest with
I
you.
will.
Through the first half of that video, was it like a 1.5, 2 minute video?
Please don't play it again.
Yeah.
Through the first minute of that video, there was no trick. I was waiting for him to. Normally, when you're a sleight of hand artist,
You didn't see him flip the jokers out and then the two aces out without knowing where they were in the deck?
I did, but he didn't announce what he was going to do. He didn't say, like, there was no real
And
setup.
then he also shuffled the. I mean, at any rate.
And then he took the blindfold off at the end.
At
So
any
I'm like,
rate,
oh,
he
wait a minute.
he shuffled cards, and had them in order. So
I'm not saying I could have done that.
No.
Not.
I'm
any
saying
I'll
stretch.
show you how you
should've.
did it.
I'm saying Todd could have done it.
So like Mary bought me like the starter magic kit. I can show you how to do that when I get to town.
No, Todd, that's The Gathering. That's not the one you're
That's
thinking.
the rabbit in the hat.
Yeah.
That's the 2 cups, 2 oranges trick.
No, actually, no, that's true. Mary did buy me she bought me like a little, she's like, I am not letting you spend a bunch of money on magic stuff because I'm enamored by magic.
You forgot my
and so she
birthday
bought me-
once, and now you want a magic set?
This is
God
why.
damn
This is
it.
before I forgot the birthday. But anyway, So I do have a deck of cards, and basically the cards are all marked. But it's ever so slightly. If you just look at them casually, you wouldn't notice it. But that's you basically teaching yourself the markings on the cards. But I don't want to bust your bubble, and I won't tell you about Santa
he
Claus,
was
Cory, but
blindfolded,
I'll hook you up when I get back. And the blindfold is see-through.
It's entirely possible.
It is, but even if it is see-through, the fact that he was able to do that, and I trust me, I know mark cards and all that, but at the level at which he did it, like I said, I thought it was impressive. Clearly, I'm being told that I'm wrong.
I can't wait to come and take your nose when I get to Michigan, Cory.
Is there a quarter behind my ear too?
I'm gonna do the finger. What's that finger? You strut your finger.
Whoa. Let's keep it clean, Todd.
Todd Dillon, well played.
Todd, if you have to, if you lean down or bend down to one knee to take his nose, I'm gonna probably spit out anything I'm drinking at the time.
All right,
but I think we've discovered another segment. I think Todd in a long-tailed tuxedo with
doing magic
with a white vest and white bow tie and a black top hat doing magic would be the best segment in the fucking world.
I think it's time to bust out that magic set.
Is Cory his white assistant?
Oh, Cory's all the way over here.
Well, they build a bridge and they come together, and
I mean,
magic team.
He could saw Mary in half. He could turn one of those magic wands into flowers.
He could turn a birthday into nothing.
Yeah, he'd
be an awesome Wii assistant. I think he'd be a great Wii assistant.
Watch this. I'm going to turn the happiest day of her year
nightmare
into an argument. Boom.
A la peanut butter sandwich. Todd, keep it going, man.
Yes, sir.
I got to keep giving you the floor with 90 Second Sports.
And we see him heading in that direction. The 20. He's going for 40. And it's 90 Second Sports.
It's criminal that I keep on calling on Todd Dillon to elevate the podcast, but he's on a roll, and you got to respect the streak. Is what
they call me Butter, baby.
Last name Bean.
Because you have high cholesterol?
No,
Butter's on a roll, bitch.
All right, so the timer's going to be on the screen. You got 90 seconds where you're gonna take the lead from Cory. We know you got a 2-second audio delay.
So here's what we're going to do, Todd.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
I'm going to say go, and I'm going to give a 2-count pause, and I will put the timer up. Do not ask if the timer is on the screen. At that point, you will only be wasting your own time.
Sweet.
After now that we have this established and the rules are in place, I do not feel bad, nor will I ever feel bad for any time you have lost on your own. Fair enough, sir.
So you're saying you're going to say go, and then you're going to 2 count, and then you're going to start the timer.
Correct.
And then from that point on, it's Todd's time to waste.
It's all his.
All right.
Yeah. So
clarifying question.
If he wants to throw sweets or anything else in there,
I have a clarifying question.
a long, thoughtful breath.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is there a timer for the 2 count? Am I going to see that?
You in your head you can go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, done.
So, go.
Do I go now or do I wait until you start this thing? I feel like I'm getting screwed here. Anyway, I was going to talk about how horrible the Pistons are, but I'm not going to talk about that at all. I am going to talk about the biggest game, maybe in college football history. The University of Michigan Wolverines are going to be playing the Washington Huskies for the national championship of college football this Monday. This is the matchup that dreams are made of. As you know, I live here in Washington State, and so championships follow me around. So I've got this little bit of weird energy going on because everywhere I move, teams win championships. I moved to Boston. Tom Brady came out with me. New England won a bunch of Super Bowls. I moved out here. The Seahawks after getting pummeled when I lived in Detroit. The Steelers beat the Seahawks. I move out here. The Seahawks go to the Super Bowl. I go to the Super Bowl and watch them win. Championships follow me around. So I'm hoping that this year, my love of the Michigan Wolverines will translate into a Mississippi.
And that's what I said in my head. I was going to say it on the live on the air.
I mean, how would you?
That's why I asked the question.
You can't. I mean, were you
Hey,
planning
let
on
me do it
starting
again. Hey, let's do it-
Mississippi?
hey, let's do it again.
Leslie? I mean, seriously.
Let's do it again.
No.
I'll get it.
no.
I'll get it.
Do
again.
what again?
Do the whole
The countdown or the whole segment
Yeah.
again?
the
By
whole
the way-
segment. I think the
Why
timer
don't we
was
just
screwed up.
practice doing one Mississippi, two Mississippi? Can we do that?
I think Todd put a little too much butter on that roll, and now it's burned in the
Mississippi.
microwave.
To Mississippi.
Who the fuck counts Mississippi's like that?
That's how we do it in Washington all the time. Have you ever been out?
It's a whole
Every
time
time-
zone change thing. They're behind
Exactly.
by
The
3
high,
hours.
high altitude slows down
One-
the speech.
Yeah,
Mississippi.
slow oxygen to the brain.
Yeah.
We enunciate here, Cory.
Mississippi. Yeah,
A lot of people.
Instead of saying Cool Whip, they say Cool Whip. It takes just an extra minute.
And it's also one Seattle to Seattle. It's never Mississippi.
Todd, what is there a city or something around you that has an
Seattle.
insanely long name?
Oh.
Snoqualmie.
Snoqualmie.
Thank you.
Nice.
I guess that-
Nicely
Good
done,
night,
Bob.
everybody.
Nicely done, Todd.
One Snoqualmie. Two
I did not count on Todd and I
Snoqualmie.
getting that correct, and now I don't know what to say after that.
Okay, well, I think we should move on
Well,
because
yeah, while Bob's hard under the
Yeah, we
table,
should.
well,
Here we go.
Go Blue.
all right, so for this installment of Nick's existential question, it's going to be, what is the one thing that you've tasted, the one thing that you've tasted that you actually enjoyed that was not food, and it can't be sexual? Sorry, guys. I know, I think we know all our answers, but sorry. Sorry.
There was a TikTok about that, wasn't it?
I don't watch TikTok, so I'm not sure. But Bob's got
Clarifying question.
beer coming out of his nose. So
All right.
Clarifying
Yeah.
question.
yes,
So, do drinks count then?
no, it's not. It can't be food. That's
Well, drinks food is the
Yeah,
question.
yeah,
he's
so-
asking.
yeah.
hang on. Should we reword it as something that you aren't supposed to consume?
I mean, however you want to spin it, that's fine. But it's you can something that is some sort of sustenance cannot be used.
So yes to what I just said. Okay.
Yeah, so drinks seem to be fine.
No.
Wait a
No,
minute.
they're
Be fine.
not. You
Well,
can
you
live
said,
without.
you just said
but
however you want to spin it.
You can no. I'm
Actually-
saying it can't. No, it can't be something stupid like my beer. Like no, that falls under food for me.
Got it. I got
Todd,
mine.
does that answer your question?
The
Not
one
really,
thing
but
you've
I got my-
tasted.
I got my
one-
answer.
One thing you tasted that is not a food/drink, and it can't be sexual. That you were like, huh, this is pretty good.
I got it.
What is it?
Am I going first?
If
You
want
just said
to.
you got it.
If you want to.
I do. I continue to be butter then.
You what?
Oh boy.
Anyway,
That's okay.
mine. In fact, this is kind of funny. Mary just gave me the weirdest look ever because I kind of admitted to this. When I was a kid, and I would get sick, I'd get a cold. My mom would rub Vicks Vapor Rub on my chest and a little bit on my lips to feel good. That shit tastes pretty good. When you swallow that, it's like swallowing a menthol cigarette, and you kind of breathe that shit out for the next hour and a half.
Todd,
Wait,
you
they
swallowed
put it on your lips?
You swallowed Vicks
No,
VapoRub?
they take
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit like a big scoop out of the jar, and they
Yep.
slather it on your chest, and
Yep.
then they'll take 2 fingers and run them right down underneath your nose,
Yeah.
your nostrils.
Yeah.
And then
That
take
should
one
be
more
it.
little and one more fingerful right down the throat.
Nope. I'm
What?
going to
Loved
say
it.
that
Loved it.
last part is a Todd Dillon family thing that none of us ever had to deal with.
Loved it, baby. Vicks
Not-
Vapor Rub, baby. Vicks Vapor Rub.
Camp 4 right down the throat?
Wow. I didn't see this
Loved
coming.
it.
Not
Loved
trying-
it.
Not trying to derail the segment by any means, but
Yeah,
as far as Vicks Vapor Rub,
sure.
my boosh would always do the chest
Yep.
under your nose, and then for some
And
reason
the taint?
the butt. Yes, that's what my grandmother would do.
You were saying the butt? Is that what you were about to say? The butt?
The bottom of your feet.
You said butt.
I
You
was
said
saying-
butt.
Bottom, and then I was interrupted.
Why did she do the bottom of your
Right
feet?
on,
I don't know.
right on the butthole. That always
Was there
gets
ever
you
a
good.
time where she forgot to do the bottom of your feet and you're like, oh, fuck,
This
that
is
didn't
tingly.
work?
Dude, the warm butthole is really what makes
I know
all
it's
the
all-
viruses get right out of the body.
I think if she would have forgotten to do it, we would have been like,
It's
"Hey, why didn't
spicy.
you do the bottom of the feet?"
Cory,
Wow. I don't know what.
Cory,
That's,
you know we're Polish, and we have to put it on the butthole.
is that?
I don't know Polish. I don't know
either.
anyone.
I know. I'm asking. I'm legitimately asking because I'm not Polish
know
either.
Polish.
I know you did like
I'm
a
a bougie.
Mexican one time, and it sounded
Sure.
very Asian. So,
100%.
so
That doesn't make what you did awesome.
no, I don't.
But
I'm
I have
just,
no way of verifying.
Okay, I'll say this right now.
Okay. Try it again.
If anyone can do better, then I will put $5 in that jar.
Corey, it's all on you, man. All on you.
Why? No, that's a
You
terrible
know
idea.
Polish.
That's a terrible idea.
No one
Dime
else knows Polish but you.
I know
know
Polish.
very-
I just spoke it. Dime
Di-
a bougie. That's
Cory.
Polish for give me a kiss.
Cory, dubsha. Put this on the butthole. It almost sounds like the God bless you, Bob.
It's
bless
put it
you,
on your
Bob.
put it on your dupa. Put it on your dupa. That's Polish for butt.
Bob's got
Listen, Corey. If you don't have a rebuttal to that, we're just going to move on. 'Cause
No, I would say it is a strong Western European accent, but I don't know. It's not necessarily a Polish.
It was
accent.
more maybe Czech, a little Czech.
Sure.
I thought it was awesome, Nick. It cracked me up.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
all right.
And just so everyone out there knows, neither of my grandparents sounded like that. So
Well, in my mind, they did. Dude, one's Boosh and one is
Exactly. Tell me about Boosh and the butthole
Dupa or
therapy.
something.
no,
Oh,
as-
Dupa's butt.
yeah,
Dupa's butt.
Jaj and Boo.
Oh, so Jaj was like, roll over so I can put on your Dupa.
Yeah, that's exactly how he sounded. Yep.
Can you repeat the question, please?
So the question is, what is the one thing that you've ever tasted that is not food or drink that you found was that you liked? You don't even have to say it was like satisfying or delicious, but you like the flavor, the taste, and it can't be sexual.
I'll go.
Okay.
Let's see how much this buys me.
Oh Jesus!
Freedom?
Give me a
No,
fucking
okay, that didn't buy me
No,
anything.
that's
Let's
I don't know.
that
I,
doesn't
and I
sound-
just
so
pulled
I-
you up full screen too. And
Oh
I'm
my
really,
God,
really
dude.
upset I did that.
God.
Okay, then I gotta go. The only answer I come up with is nicotine. That's
Okay.
that's
you
the only
like-
thing I think of.
You like the? I don't think nicotine has a flavor, but
It absolutely is a
I don't
flavor.
think it does. Tobacco has a flavor.
Corey's
That's
butt
fair.
has a
I mean,
flavor.
perhaps I'm confusing tobacco and nicotine.
Yeah.
Because you've tasted it.
Asshole.
Sorry, what?
I don't know. He just jabbed you for tasting tobacco, so
I don't know.
I hurried up and got on board.
Okay.
Todd tried to slip something in there. And
Todd's always trying to slip something in
Oh
there.
yeah.
No.
That's what she said.
oh, easy, buddy. Again,
So
like
far
with
away
with
from you.
those children from the last episode. Let's
All
not
right,
go
so
too far.
so the first cigarette I ever had, I was 20, and I had a busboy job at the Chamberton in Dearborn. It was my
Le
first
Chambre?
restaurant. What's that? No, not
Chambre.
not Le Chambre.
That was a strip club, wasn't it?
It is a strip club. This is the Shaberton that my mom also worked at.
Herbert Bear.
Your mom worked at a strip club?
She worked at Le Chambre?
My mom,
When was that?
My mom was the health and wellness nurse for the entire Holiday Inn branch of hotels, and the Chamberton was a 4-star restaurant within the Holiday Inn in my hometown.
They call those a house mom now.
Okay.
She watches after all the dancers.
All right.
That's good. Good for her.
So yeah, there's nothing else
Bob's
to do.
mom.
Was
There's
a house mom
there's
for
nothing there's nothing else to do in a restaurant job.
She was a
when
matron?
when you're waiting for the shift, than to go up back on the dock with all your coworkers and smoke cigarettes. And that was my first introduction to tobacco / nicotine. And that's my answer.
So she was like a matron, or
she was the health and wellness nurse for Holiday Inn.
Oh, okay. I thought Cory said it was a strip club.
No, Todd said it was a
Le
strip
Chambre.
Okay. So
I wonder what they call the health and wellness coach at Le Chambre, though, because I've seen a pregnant woman dancing there.
Sapphire. That's what they call her.
Cinnamon?
Could be cinnamon.
It's a dog's name.
I still tell that story to this day.
That's a great story.
Yeah.
So I will say bubblegum penicillin.
What the fuck?
Oh, that
Never had
nasty
it.
shit you'd get it when you were a kid?
When you were a kid, you got the liquid, the chalky liquid that tasted like bubblegum.
Pink, yeah.
In the little dinosaur mouth.
Never had that.
Scooper thing, yeah. And
I don't know what the hell you're talking
What
about.
sort of a Mr. Dress-Up doctor did you go to where you got a fucking dinosaur thing full of...
God, I forgot about Mr. Dress-Up until just this moment.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Mr. Dress-Up was awesome.
You're welcome.
But anyhow, no, so the little dinosaur scooper delivery and the pink penicillin. And it wasn't so much that it tasted amazing. It didn't taste bad. And there's so much medicine that tastes bad to me. Like I wasn't a cherry person or anything like that. But I knew it was comforting that I felt like I was getting better. Like, oh, I'm getting medicine. Like I'm gonna get better.
Yeah.
Like there's something.
Things are going to start happening to me
Things
now.
are on. Things are moving and shaking now, buddy. This ain't just
The new phone book's here.
This ain't
the
just,
new phone book's here.
This ain't just fucking Coke syrup over ice chips. This is fucking penicillin. I can't even pronounce this right now, and it tastes like gum.
Unpronounceable equals good.
Man, oh man. So yeah, so I think that's mine. So we have Vicks Vapor Rub down the throat.
No, in the mouth.
Petroleum.
In the
No,
mouth.
down the throat. I swallowed.
He said he swallowed it.
Yeah, he swallowed it.
I swallowed
right. It was on his lips.
Petroleum with camphor and
No, they didn't put it on my
menthol.
lips. I got it right on the top of my lip, under my nose.
And you licked your
on my
lips
chest.
and you're like, though, I love that
No,
shit.
no.
No,
And
they
then
put one gob on the tongue.
And I get one little gob on my finger and down the hatch.
Wait, oh, you took your finger, wiped it across your lip, put it in your mouth. There you go.
No, if they were good, they got to take a gob and put it in their mouth.
Really? Seriously?
No, I'm confused.
How did you get it in your mouth?
I would take my finger, not my finger that I didn't put it on under my nostril. I would get to take.
No, we don't.
my
That's not the
finger and get a
disgusting
little-
part, buddy.
little
You're
scoop.
really.
Scoop.
Hold on. Go ahead.
I got a little scoop of the Vicks Vapor Rub on my own finger, and I would put that in my mouth and swallow it.
So
Oh
they held out the jar of Vicks for you
Yes.
to take a scoop with your finger.
Yep,
That was your reward for letting
that was my
them-
reward for sitting still to get it on my chest and on my.
And
upper lip.
then right after, your mom went up to your dad and was like, "Well, we still have the issue with the eating petroleum. we don't understand how we're gonna shake it. Did he do it again? He just turned 7 this year. He's doing it again. He's still swallowing petroleum.
Dude,
Well,
would-
at least
if there-
at
if
least
we
we
had
didn't
Vicks
have
in
to
the
open
house,
his
I would do it
airways
right
this
now.
time at the hospital. Thank God we didn't have to take. We didn't have to visit the emergency room this
Surely, how is Operation Wean Todd off of petroleum going?
time. Dude.
Not good.
Do you think we're able, maybe by the year 8, do you think we could move them onto Vaseline? Or does it need to have the camphor and the menthol in it? I'm telling you, I tried. I tried so hard. I got some mashed potatoes and I put some essential oils in it.
He didn't want any of that.
He didn't want any of it.
He's like,
give me the petroleum. Oh, my God. So we
it's
had
all down to
we
you,
had the
Cory.
swallowing swallowing petroleum that I'm sure you're not supposed to ingest at all. We had Vicks Vapo on the butthole from the Polish people. Then we have
that wasn't my answer.
The boosh.
What was the answer?
That's where you took it.
That's where I focused.
That
yeah,
is where he took it. Yeah. Very, very quickly.
I mean,
by the
not
way.
just me.
No, for sure. But
No,
you led the way.
Yeah,
we
oh,
all.
yeah,
We all.
I'm
You were a trailblazer.
He started to say "but," so I'm like, oh, he put it on your mind.
Yep.
So where do I forget?
That was just because of the Vicks Vapor.
I got it. We're past
okay,
it. So where did you? Yeah.
My actual answer would be, and I will preface this, so it's not like Todd actually ingesting petroleum,
Okay.
Okay.
but pool water.
Oh my God! Stop.
Oh,
Dude,
with
pea
the,
water?
with the
Stop.
Chlorine.
Chlorine.
Yeah.
Oh, pea water.
Oh my God! And I forgot to tell you. Okay, let's do the shot. I got to tell you something. I'll tell you on the air. It's hysterical. You will absolutely love it.
I don't know what is happening right
Yeah, Corey will love
water?
it. It doesn't. It
Todd-
doesn't matter if he finds it
now.
funny.
Todd, you
he'll
got a shot of pea water to do?
He'll love it.
I'm pouring it up right now.
All
water.
right.
Welcome to our ool. Notice there's no pee.
So, if you're new to the show, this is the part of the show where we do a shot of pea water. So please go out and take your rocks glass and dip it right in the pool and come back and join us.
Cheers.
Exactly.
Wait, hold on.
Salute.
No rocks glass is official without a dab of petroleum jelly right around the side. A little bit of Vicks Vapor Rub on
Right near
the
the
rim
butthole?
on the
Right
rim
near the butthole?
on the rim of that
Rim of the
glass.
butthole?
Rim of that glass.
Rim of the butthole.
Followed it down with some cold
Rim
pool
of the
water.
butthole.
Little bit of little bit of hold on.
Keep going.
Little bit of penicillin, bubblegum penicillin, and finish it off with a cigarette.
That's right.
Mm.
I was looking at your
Just
stupid face. I guess I can't
Thanks.
think while I'm looking at your
That's
face.
how. Yeah, your stupid face
Yeah.
detracted me from what I was saying.
You know what Bob has told us often is, I was out with my idiot friends last night. That is a coined Bob Rankin phrase.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so idiot face can go there. So Corey,
No.
this just
stupid
reminded
face is not the same as idiot friends.
when I kind of started to gag a little bit because of drinking pool water. The mindset that was much worse than the Vicks Vapor Rub. It came screaming fucking back to me. The conversation I had with Andy Marintet last night.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
So I asked him a week ago. I said, "Can you please watch Corey's video, his shower video?"
Okay.
And he's like, "Yeah, I'll
if
watch
I
it."
have to.
And I never heard anything about it since. So he had a couple pops. He was not 8 sheets to the wind. He had a couple pops, and we were on the phone, and we were just bullshitting about everything, some stuff going on with him. And I said, "Did you end up watching Corey's video?" And he's like, "Dude, that was funny as fuck." He's like, "I was cracking the fuck up." He goes, "I'm gonna always give him shit, and I'm gonna come hang out with you guys soon." He goes, "And I will fucking give Corey fucking shit in person." He goes, "But he's a funny guy." He goes, "And that was pretty fucking funny." He goes, "My only one takeaway, it was a little drawn out." He goes, "But it was the first draft." He goes, and it was very fucking funny. And so he said, so we were talking about it. And so I started describing it. And he goes, "So
Can you, just for a second,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt you, but let's pretend that there are people listening to this who have not seen that video.
So then
Just
they're
a
going to have to
quick-
go back.
Quick description.
Yeah.
Where can they find it? What is it?
So the video is Corey's rebuttal to the episode that I was not on a few episodes ago.
What?
Yeah, you looked at me like I was
Yeah.
I was giving away the
I
family
don't-
secrets or
right,
something.
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Someone's asking to call in.
Oh,
So
okay.
Shocker line?
Yeah.
We can do that.
100%?
Yeah, you can definitely call in.
You got to.
Velton Jinkies.
I don't know who that is.
I'm interested to find out.
Are they Bluetooth that you're going to hold up to the phone, or Bluetooth connected, or what?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll give him the shocker line number. There it is.
I put it up there.
618. Shocker.
Yeah, so anyhow,
Andy is your.
Yeah.
so we were talking about. I'm sorry, now I'm tasked with doing these things.
I know.
it's
I know.
nothing you can
Great
do.
podcast.
If they're going to
Yeah.
call you, you'll hold it up to the mic. and
Right.
That's fine.
So anyhow, so he's talking about it, and he's asking, what did he end up what was he doing again? What was he? Remind me again what he was eating. So I started describing everything, and we got to the point, and he's laughing, he's cracking up on the phone, and I got to the point where I said, dude, I'm sorry, but the second he took his cereal bowl and filled it with hot shower water and took a big spoonful, and Andy goes, he starts laughing, vomited on the phone while we were on the phone. I just kept embellishing on it. I'm like, just think about that, right under the shower head. And he's like, stop it, please stop. And he started throwing up. And he came back and he's like, oh, God. He's like, you're a fucking dick. He's like, fuck you and fuck Cory. And I said,
you made somebody vomit.
I said, just think about that. He goes, just
I'm
stop.
so proud of you.
I said, the soggy cereal with the hot shower water. He's like, oh my God. And he was, I don't know where, he was at his house throwing up somewhere. And he came back and he was like, Jesus Christ. He goes, dude, honestly, don't fucking say anything like that again. He goes, it's funny. He goes, but I don't have the constitution for that right fucking now. And I was like, dude, I was hissing, laughing, and I had tears.
And when he did that, he forgot to post it on TikTok. And so today he's like, oh, I should probably do that. And he did it, and he told me that within a few hours, he had 720 some
Jesus.
views.
796 views in a matter of like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
So hopefully this might be our breakthrough on TikTok.
And I will say, in your defense, to give you kudos, I didn't feel like it was too long. I felt like every time I thought that where else is he going to go with this? He found another place to go with it in short order, and it was very sort of structured and ordered, and you kept somehow locating a store of food or cereal or something.
It took
that
a
was
lot
like
to set
sitting.
it took a lot to set that video up.
I'm a tough crowd, and I'm like, that is well done.
And
whoever's podcast that guy's on, I want to be part of that.
I would love to think that it wasn't just because we knew his personality and we knew him that we thought it was funny.
I'm sure it was.
Which is why it was brilliant to want to show it to somebody that's never met you, that knows very little about you. And the fact that he could have been the worst critic, because he is the biggest ball buster and you to him. And for him to say, like, that was very, very funny. And I took it like a family member when he was like, it was a little too long. He could have cut some stuff out. So I will not say that may or may not have influenced how many times I talked about hot shower water in the cereal and continued to make him vomit. But you're welcome, buddy. I did that for you.
Well, I will say, Andy, if you're listening, make your own fucking video then.
That's fair.
Secondly,
That's fair.
there was like 5 other things I wanted to put in there that I did. I'm like, I got to cut that out.
You do have to remember
save it for part 2.
He also,
there's going to be a part 2.
He also like fucking rose fucking bushes in his throat, mustered up and said that you are a very funny guy, and that was a very funny video. So the credit where credit's due.
That took a lot for him to say.
Oh, a lot of gusto.
And I'm glad it made him throw up.
So am I. It was
Well
so
said,
fucking
sir.
funny, man.
Well said. All right, listen, it's been a couple. Work for them, and we think that they're really going to enjoy it. And then they need to watch it, and then they come back and give us a review of that thing, whether it's a 2 hours of a TV show, a 2-hour movie. So let's revisit this because it's been a couple of months since we've done it, and we want to do a review that we are overdue in doing, and then do some new assignments. So here it is.
Gentlemen's agreement. Gentlemen's agreement. Gentlemen's agreement. Gentlemen's agreement. Gentlemen's agreement. Gentlemen's agreement. Oh, gentlemen's agreement. Oh, it's the motherfucking gentlemen's agreement.
All right. I think all of us have a review to do that is a little bit overdue, probably a couple of months. So we're gonna go back and start with Nick Bader. Back on October 28th, you had The Jester.
Yep.
Thanks. You didn't know that I had turned the...
Nope, didn't know you turned it all the way down. So we're going
Well
way back into time. We're going back to October of 2023. Man, it seems like it was only last year. But that being said, I was given The Jester by... Is it pronounced gesture?
Jester, I think
By my good friend Cory Selewski. By my good friend Cory Selewski.
Is that pronounced Kareem? How is that pronounced?
Jester.
Is it Kareem?
Kareem?
Selewski?
Selewski.
Kaliski?
Kaliski.
Yeah. So
Loved her on Game of Thrones.
yeah. So no hidden secrets about the movie. Something I'd never even fucking heard of. That Cory, I explained to him, this is for October. It's gonna have to. We kind of came to an agreement with like horror flicks kind of thing. My week might have been slightly before these guys, but mine was a horror flick. And Cory kind of gave me a nod with this one, and it was something I never heard of, and I had to purchase it. And I'm like, dude, if I have to fucking purchase this shit, and he's like, "I'll do you one better. I'll send you $7 right now, and you can buy it." Because I think it was on sale, like you could buy the movie, I think, and or you rent it or whatever. But you sent me the money instantly. I remember that.
Yeah,
and it was great. It was I wanted more. It ended weirdly. I really liked it, and I would like to see more from it. But the way they ended the movie seemed like you're probably not going to see more of it. It seems like that was just a one and done kind of thing. But yeah, it was a really cool take on a horror flick that kind of had a full circle ending that wasn't so horror. But it was super interesting, super cool the way it was shot. And it was like thinking outside the box kind of thing for a horror flick, which they've been done a million times. So you would have to, in order to kind of hit something home, you would have to do something new and original. And I think they did that. So I think it was pretty cool, pretty good.
I appreciate that, sir. And I say it is how they shot it is it's a modern horror movie. It was definitely outside the box. But his costume though, the second I saw the costume on there, I'm like, oh, dude, that mask and that suit, I'm gonna have to incorporate into next year's Halloween display.
It seemed so generic, but then it was not.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's without giving too much away. You could go on. There's plenty of sites out there that make like those cheap knockoff suits that are supposed to be funny.
Yep.
But obviously, the way it was tailored and all that, it wasn't like a baggy, stupid-looking suit.
I loved the slow movements, like the
yeah. It was,
like it was well done, but it's very niche, and I think you might have a lot of people that don't understand what it is.
Fair enough.
As long as you're like, I don't care, I know what it is, then that's probably the mindset you want to have. And then, yeah, it would be a really cool addition to the Halloween display.
Awesome, man. Glad you liked it.
Yep.
All right. Cory, you had to watch Haunted History back at the end of October.
Yes, and this was from Nick.
Yep. Just a real quick synopsis. What's it about, and what'd you think?
I got 5 minutes into it, and I remember I watched it all.
Documentary style. They go around to a bunch of different locations that crazy things have happened in throughout history, whether they be murders. They were at Penhurst, a bunch of different locations that are considered nowadays, very haunted. Obviously, I think we talked about it off mic, but the Murder Castle with H.H. Holmes.
Oh man, that was crazy.
Which was it was even cooler watching it because I have actually been to the location. It's a post office now, but I've actually seen it in person. Yeah, there you go, Todd. To make it full circle. Him hitting the post office.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm like,
got it. I'm like, that's a reach back.
I'm sorry, man. I know I was reaching way far back in the episode, but
and that's a lot for him because he's got little arms.
So no, a great series. If you're into, haunted documentaries, any of the the paranormal expedition shows, I would definitely check it out.
So it left me wanting more. Like, I'm like, why is this not super popular? Why is this not still ongoing? I feel like there was like 2 seasons and that was it.
I think there was actually only 1.
Really?
Yeah, but it's such an oversaturated market at some points.
Yeah,
I could see where a network would be like, okay, well, yeah, I mean, like we did good, but we didn't, do gangbusters on this.
Yeah.
So,
but I feel like the production value was really well for being a one and done kind of season.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's definitely money put into it, but
right.
But yeah, like I said, if you're into paranormal stuff, hauntings and all that, definitely check it out. Good pick, sir.
Sweet.
All right, Todd Dillon.
Yes, sir.
You had back end of October, beginning of November, you had Rich and Shameless.
I did. That was assigned to me by Cory. And it is a series. I don't know exactly how to. It's the. I watched the first 2 episodes. The first episode is the crime against Pam and Tommy Lee. So if anyone is old enough to remember the scandal when the Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee sex tape came out, that was all. A lot of people thought that actually set the precedent as far as kind of Pamela Lee Anderson being thought of as kind of slutty. When in reality, her and her husband filmed something that was very private, and a disgruntled worker of theirs stole that tape, and then another acquaintance, a greedy acquaintance, basically put it out for the world to see and profited off it. The good news is I don't think anything good came to the people who kind of exploited it, but ultimately, the series kind of highlights how kind of again what people will do for money and the rich and the shameless, and so. That was the first episode, and the second was the guy behind the Girls Gone Wild videos. Cory, I'm going to give you a solid B+. I was enthralled. I will actually be continuing to watch the series. I don't know why I stopped back in October of 2023, but I think maybe just because I was disgusted by what people are willing to do to make a buck. But yeah, very, very good series. Kind of gives you the insight behind it, and it was kind of the Pam and Tommy Lee one was really kind of sad because I think a lot of people feel a certain way because they think that she was a certain way, and Tommy Lee was not as vilified as she was for something that was very private, and both of them wanted to stay private. So again, high quality pick. You should watch it. It's a good show showing if you want to see things that'll make you mad. So great work, Cory.
Thank you, buddy. And I agree with you. It does kind of upset you a little bit, but it did give some insights on a lot of different topics that you've heard, throughout history. I shouldn't even say history, but like recent history of different scandals and all that. You actually get the other side of the story. And
I hold both of them in a different light now. This Pam and Tommy Lee, and I thought that the Girls Gone Wild stuff was very harmless until you actually see the harm that it did do. Again, it changes your perspective.
Remembering those infomercials coming on at like 2:30 in the morning on E Network, back then I was like, oh my god, this guy's amazing, and now as a matured adult,
exactly,
like, holy shit, like how did this guy get away with this for so long?
I know. Very good pick.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, so we're down to me, and I had to watch The Woman King, and I think that came from Todd.
It did.
Okay, so The Woman King. Can be found, I think it's a Netflix rental. Netflix series, or sorry, not a series, but a movie. It's about a West African kingdom in the 1800s that is being protected by an all-female tribe of warriors led by Viola Davis, who's an incredible actress, done a lot of great stuff. If you've ever seen, not even going to go there. Viola Davis is the leader of the all-female tribe. Some supporting cast is Lashana Lynch, whom you may have seen in the last Bond film that Daniel Craig did. Also John Boyega as the leader of the tribe. But it is if you've ever seen Black Panther and in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and you understand that Black Panther is sort of built around the same sort of kingdom in which there's an all-female tribe of warriors. This is a historically accurate portrayal of an actual all-female tribe of warriors who protected a kingdom in West Africa in the 1800s, and it is about their story that another actress named Maria Bello optioned as a script, and I gotta say, having been a huge fan of Marvel and Black Panther, I kind of thought that I was going to be in for sort of the same old, like I've already seen this, but I was overwhelmed by the amount of in the level of detail that they went into in this particular society and the role that they played and the way that the characters were fleshed out. It was like you had a Black Panther movie without Black Panther there at all. And Viola Davis did a great job. I would highly recommend this. Todd giving a straight A, fantastic flick. I was really, really impressed.
Thank you.
So
thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Absolutely. So with that, new selections for next time. I've drawn Nick. Cory has me. Todd's got Cory, and Nick has Todd.
Todd, you ever seen Tales by Light on Netflix?
No.
Okay, Tales by Light.
Tales, Tales.
Correct.
By Light.
DuckTales?
Yep. Woo!
By Light for Todd. Okay.
I got one. Cory,
Yes,
have you
sir.
seen documentary? Have you seen Documentary Now?
I know the name, but I don't think I've seen it.
That's yours then.
Wait, hold on. Documentaries about documentaries?
It's on
And now?
it's on Netflix, Cory.
It's on
Todd,
Netflix, yes.
Todd, I'm going to tell you that's a bold choice.
I know.
I'm not really sure.
I know.
I give you like a 50% chance of success.
Then I definitely haven't seen it. If Bob's saying that,
I give you a 50% chance for success, Todd.
You know me. I always push the boundaries in this segment.
You are definitely pushing the boundaries here. All right, Nick Bader.
Yep.
You have Cool Hand Luke.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, he's gonna love that.
Well, we'll wait and see, but I'm hedging my bets. I feel like I got a winner here.
Okay.
Okay. So then we're down to
you.
Yep.
We will revisit in June.
You have Bitconned.
Bitconned?
Yes.
One word?
Correct.
That's a take on Bitcoin.
Got it.
Todd,
I
you
feel like
sly
this is-
bastard.
Thanks
I
for
feel like
spoiling it, Todd.
This is at least the second Bitcoin documentary that you've assigned me.
Could be.
I think it is for sure, and I'm not sure what you're trying to tell me.
Get into Bitcoin, buddy.
No, not based on what you've shown me. It's
Exactly.
quite the
Ethereum
opposite.
Ace.
Oh, avoid that shit at all costs.
Buy some Shiba Inu.
Yeah. You will be a millionaire in seconds.
All right. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year, Todd Dillon, who is the only one who confessed to a New Year's Eve resolution and the fact that it's still going well. And to the rest of you out there, we love you. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next weekend. On behalf of Cory and Nick and Todd, this is Bob saying, we'll peace out. See you next time.